my bum is on a literal fire. I need to rest. I literally have a problem right now. My past experiences are very questionable. Illuminate. Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to Monday. Welcome to the new week and welcome to the new episode of the Hada Show. Yes, it's Monday and we're starting a new week, and this also is going to be the last week of the amazing readathon. And finally I am caught up. I have just submitted my last book, which was for Bangkok. I've read The Cottage by Elisa Stone, and I actually listened to an audiobook for that because it was just easier for me, and it was okay. It was like a 2.5-star book. It was interesting to the point when towards the end things just became so unbelievable. It was ridiculous. I was just like rolling my eyes constantly, but it's quick and easy read, and yeah, I didn't mind this book. This reading Sunbringer. I have about 150 pages left of Sunbringer and I'm enjoying it so far. I have finished the scarf literally just now. I still have to sort out the ends. But the scarf is ready for you, Carly. So when I see you, you probably won't wear it and now in June, July, August, but hopefully in winter you will. So this is the scarf. It's quite nice actually. It took probably 300 grams of yarn, but this pattern is lovely. This is the pattern from YouTube, and I think it's such a nice pattern. It's lovely for a scarf, and I think it's also would be a lovely pattern for a blanket because it's quite like, it's nice and it's not stiff basically. It's almost 5:30, so I think we're just gonna relax for the rest of the evening, eat something nice, and yeah, hopefully I'll continue reading the Sunbringer and finish it finally. I already cannot wait for next year for the amazing readathon. I think it was such a fun thing to do. This was my first time doing it and I can't believe it's gonna finish on Sunday. Yeah, Sunday the 30th is going to be the last day of the amazing readathon. It's so hot outside. It's literally, I don't even want to be outside. I'm not really a summer person. I prefer when it's a little bit cooler. Back to my living room where it is nice and dark and cool. So hot today. It's already 5:30. So we went to the gym today, we did legs, and I'm so happy with what I achieved today. My heaviest set was 130 kilo, and I don't think I've ever even attempted that. And yeah, I did 5 reps on that. It wasn't probably as deep as I would want them to be, but they were deep enough. But yeah, I want to squat deeper with this weight. Slowly but surely we're training towards this. We're having curry today for dinner, which is good. Also, I started a bag for Carol, so I'm using this light baby blue yarn, and there is a pattern I want to try. I've seen it yesterday on Instagram. There's this, I can't remember her name, but I'll put her name in on the screen. She posted a pattern for this popcorn square, so I want to try that. Anyway, so these are the squares. I got 4, I got 9 to go. Probably today after dinner, depending on the time, I'll sit down, if we watch something, sit down and make a couple more. And yes, so that's the plan. I'm hungry. We are going to eat some nice food for dinner. Okay, let's go eat because we are hungry. Hi, it is Wednesday And I'm back from work, just currently waiting for Jason. We're gonna go to the gym today. We're going to do chest and biceps. Oh my gosh, my legs after yesterday are so sore. My bum is on a literal fire. I haven't been reading much. I'm still on page 218 of the Sunbringer. I just didn't have time to read. Since I've read The Exorcist last week, I wanted to watch the movie, and we've watched most of the movie yesterday. There's a, I think, 40th or 50th anniversary edition, and it's like, I think it's bumped up to 4K, and the quality is so much better and the sound is better and everything. So we've watched that, but it was time to go to bed, so we went. So we'll probably finish it today. I didn't show you the curry we had yesterday. I completely forgot. I just got so excited. And then when we were watching, I was doing some crochet squares. I was doing the squares for the bag I'm making for Carol. And then, so I've got 5 of those ones. And I've made 2 of this one. So it's a slightly different pattern. I need 8 of those. I've got 2, so 6 more to make. I will be doing that today, most likely.
Piso nessa areia fina, vejo no mar uma menina.
Hello. Because no one stopped me, I have more books from Vinted. I've got The Whisper Man. I think it's like a thriller. This is from the same person. She had the books that I actually wanted, and the Whisper Man, that was kind of, it looked interesting, so I got it from her as well. But the 2 books that I actually wanted are Grady Hendrix, The Final Girl Support Group, and How to Sell a Haunted House. My gosh, like, I need to get my shit together and start reading the Sunbringer. The last prompt that came out yesterday was a book with water on the cover, and I was actually, for this prompt, I actually picked up Wellfall, and I'm almost finished. I'm listening to an audiobook. It's interesting. It's kind of like 127 hours. What would you do if you got stranded and you have to survive? I don't know if you've seen that movie, 127 hours. It was interesting. I've got about an hour and a half left to listen, so I'm hoping to finish it today. And also I'm still listening to Invocations. Both of these books I have from my library, and this is something that I didn't know that I would like. I picked this book up because of the author, and I'm actually enjoying it. It's about the witches. Kind of, yes and no. Yes, it's about witches. They kind of get together because women get murdered, and the women that get murdered, they are a part of the skin is being cut out from the body. Zara and Jude meet on the crime scene. Jude finds something, kind of like a business card for a witch, because they both need to find a witch. They follow the clues on that business card and meet up with that witch. And yeah, I'm not that very far in the story. I'm about 30% in. I see this book as a more of a kind of a mystery slash thriller, something like that. I'm actually enjoying this one. So there's actually 4 books that I have on my plate right now, which is the Invocations, the Wellfall, which I'm almost finished. I'm hoping to finish today. The Sunbringer, which I think I'm about 68% in with that one. And the 4th one is Stay in the Light. 3:30. It's super late already for me. I'm gonna put these 3 on my bookshelves somewhere, and then I think jump in a shower, and I need to rest. So I'm making space on my bookshelf, and I just went through all the books that I want to put on Vinted. I have a stack of them on the floor. I've just taken pictures and everything. I think I will list them at some point. I don't know when, depending when I have time. But I now need to organize my bookshelf again. What? Look at this. I'm gonna move all these books to the bottom shelves. I have some literary fiction here as well. I think that's gonna go to the even lower shelf, and here I'll just have 3 shelves of like horror thriller and stuff like that.
Cadê o psicólogo? Cadê o antropólogo? Cadê o homem da pesquisa com a estatística pra explicar essa carência mística? A mãe não te deu colo.
I literally have a problem right now because I'm like, I have hardbacks and I have paperbacks, and I'm struggling. I don't know if I want to organize them by genre, or do I have to, or should I organize them by an author alphabetically? I think I'm gonna do my hardbacks together alphabetically, and then I'll do paperbacks alphabetically. I see what happens, I guess. Whew, that was a busy afternoon. I've literally just showered. I still need to do the dishes, and I've taken pictures and listed 37 books on Vinted. So some of them are books that I've read and I don't want to keep on my shelves. Some of them are books I haven't read and I don't want to read. So they're all on Vinted. I'll leave the link in the description box below. In the meantime, I'm gonna do the dishes, make something to eat, get ready for work, and just chill for the rest of the afternoon. I have just finished listening to Whale 4 by Daniel whatever. The cover's on the screen and it was different. I liked it. It's a 3-star rate for me. 3-star basically means I liked the book. It was different. I didn't know it was going to be like this when I picked it up, because I rarely ever read synopsis of the books, but yeah, it was interesting. I actually enjoyed it. It was a quick read. I think the whole audio was like 8 hours. I think because I listened on like double speed, it only took me 4 hours. So I literally just started it today and I finished it today, which is nice. So I am going to update the Amazing Readathon. I need to fill out the form, update my spreadsheet, and then since it's already 8 o'clock, I am going to lay down in bed. And I picked up the Sunbringer. I'm on page 218, which means I have 150 pages left of this book, and I want to finish it ASAP. I want to finish it before I go on holiday, because I don't want to take no physical books. I will take my Kindle, but I'm not taking any physical books with me. That is the plan. So I will go update my spreadsheet now and then read and bedtime. I actually do feel tired. Hello, I just got back in from work and I literally ran straight for the camera because I've got something to tell you. I've just finished listening to the Invocations by Crystal Sutherland, the Invocations, and I am shooketh because, first of all, the only reason I picked this audiobook up is because it was available in my library app to borrow. And at the time, I didn't have anything else to listen to. And the other reason and why I borrowed it is because I've seen this book as a special edition from Evernight. I didn't get my hands on it, but I saw that that was one of the past boxes on Evernight. Evernight, if you don't know, is a quarterly subscription. It's part of Illumicrate, and this is basically a quarterly subscription to a horror book. So these are the only two reasons why I picked it up. If I knew what this book was about, I guarantee you I would not read this or not listen to it, because this book is about witches, and my past experiences with witchy books are very questionable. And the most recent one, the Manningtree Witches, it was just like, it was such a drag. I absolutely hated that book. And if I knew that this book was about witches and witchy stuff, I probably wouldn't even bother with it. But because the stars aligned and I listened to it, and guess what? I rated it 5 stars. It was such a good book. It was a great book. First of all, it's about 3 girls, women that kind of get together because of the circumstances. One is trying to resurrect her sister. The other one is trying to get rid of the demon that's attached to her. And the third one is a witch that's supposed to help them with this. There's another story going on in the background. Women are being murdered. So they all get together, and that's how their individual stories connect. And there is so much to this book. Like, I really liked the premise of the story. I really liked the dynamics between those 3 women. There was a 4th one as well. She was a forensic officer that was selling access to the crime scene. So that was very interesting as well. And each one of them has an individual story, and they all connect this one point. And it's amazing. Like, to me, I really enjoyed how these stories were written and how the author connected them together and made them into this one whole story. And there was some witchiness, but I think it was more on a... It definitely wasn't boring. This is what I'm trying to say. This book had a good horror vibe to it. I don't know. I just really enjoyed it. I love the characters. I love the 3 girls. I love the story. I love the plot. I love I don't know. I flipping love the book. And it was... horror-wise, I think there was enough of gore that I enjoyed. There were moments when I was like, oh, disgusting. But it was part of, for me, this is part of an experience. If a book makes me feel a certain way, this to me is a 5-star book. And this is definitely one of those books that make me feel a certain way when I either feel disgusted or anxious or on the edge of my seat. You know, all these feelings, they make a book a 5-star book for me. And I did rate it 5 stars. And if you haven't read it, and I don't know, even if you don't like witchy stuff, this not like, you know, it's not your typical witchy book. You need to read this book. I really liked it. I enjoyed it. And I think I am going to get this one, or at least try to get this book. And also I will try to read a little bit more of Crystal Sutherland. And there's another book. I didn't even realize that it was by this author until I started writing my review, House of Hollow, which I actually have on my vintage saved search thing. I'm waiting for this book to come up so I can buy it. So yes, this is me. This is me today. I am going to go and submit my book, and then I will be scouting the internet for the copies of House of Hollow and the Invocations, because thumbs up. Good morning and welcome on Saturday. The last prompt for the amazing amazing readathon just dropped, and we're going to LA, and we are reading a book that we would like to see as a movie adaptation. It has to be something that's not in the works already, or something that hasn't been adapted into a film. So I'm reading My Darling Girl, and it's supposed to, I think it was nominated for the best horror book in 2023. It's quite creepy. So there is this mother that's dying of cancer, and she's pretty much estranged from her daughter, from her son. But as her last wish, when she's towards the end of her life in a hospice or in a hospital, she wants to spend the rest of her days with her daughter and her family to get closer again. So the daughter is not happy about it, but kind of the husband convinces her, said, look, you know, we're all family supposed to look after each other, etc., etc. So they take her in, and when she comes in, she's kind of like a different woman. She used to be she's not a nice lady, or the daughter doesn't remember her as a nice lady. But, you know, when she's around the kids and other people, she's very nice, she's chatty, she calls everyone darling, and da. She's just sweet old lady. But when she's with the daughter, she's not. And also at the same time, creepy things are like weird things starting to happen in the house. Like the dog reacts to like different things, like in a dog's way, you know. So it's interesting. I think I'm about maybe 30% in, I want to say, and I'm only reading this book, listening to this book actually, because I have it on Borrow Box from the library. So I started listening to it yesterday, and I decided to just use this book for my prompt. I think if I like horror movies, so if that was ever done in a horror movie, I think I'd watch it. I think it's an interesting topic. This book is creepy. It seems like the mother is possessed by a demon. I'm 70% in, and it's good. I'm enjoying it. I wouldn't say it's riveting, but yeah, I'm enjoying it. I'm making a bag while I'm listening to. I started doing the edges and the handles, so that's that. Illumicrate. This is the order from, I think this is a May book. I actually skipped June. I don't know why. I think it was something that I didn't want. I skipped June, but this is the May book. I forgot. I thought it was something else. Goddess of the River. Woohoo! Look at these. These are gorgeous. Beautiful end papers. Oh my god. That is amazing. My favorite combination of colors is pink and turquoise. Love this. Like the Asian story. So it'll be interesting to read. I think, what did I skip? Did I skip I skipped June, but now I just can't remember what book it was. Doesn't matter. But yeah, Ganga, the goddess of the river. The goddess of the river goes on the shelves and waits in a queue to be read. Good evening. We don't have the best light here, but I am actually getting ready for bed. It's Sunday night. It's 9:45. This coming week I've got a later start, so I start about 9 o'clock in the morning, which is not very good for me because it means a very long day for me. If I start at 9 o'clock, I have to leave my house about 7:30. Just give myself plenty of time because the traffic is mad at that time. Today is 30th of June, which means also the last day of the amazing readathon, and I think I did so well. I'm currently still finishing the Sunbringer, but I haven't got much left, so I'm hoping to read some now. And also, yeah, less than 100 pages, so I'm hoping to read some now and hopefully tomorrow as well, because tomorrow we can still submit books for the readathon, and it will be good to finish it. Well, tomorrow's July, so it will have to go into my July's book, unfortunately. But yeah, it was fun. It was very intense. I think towards the end I felt a little bit burnt out, and yeah, so I finished making a bag for Carol as well. I packed it away and I sent it off already, so I won't be able to show you, but it turned out pretty nice. I'll pop a picture on the screen. I also started making a blanket for my friend, but that I will show you in the next vlog. And it's literally less than 2 weeks until we go on holiday, so I don't know. I'm thinking you know, I need to do my June wrap up of all the books that I've read, and maybe a July TBR. I kind of want to start reading the books that I already have on my shelves, and also I have a couple of holds that just came through in the library, so I'll pick them up this week. I think I have a hold for Bright Young Women and something else, I can't remember. The Last Murder in the World, yeah, no, I can't remember. But yeah, I have 2 books, and then I have 1 book from the library already at home, and I haven't even started reading this. So yeah, I want to read the library books, and I think, yeah, just read the books that are on my shelves. We'll see. For now, I am heading to bed. I want to do some reading still, and then get some good snoozes because it's a long day tomorrow. So thank you for watching. Thank you for being with me this week, and I'll see you in my next one. And don't forget to like this video if you did like it, and leave me a comment if you want to. And if you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe if you want to, and I'll see you next week. Bye. Good night.